What's up, guys? Whisper Gamer here. So, I'm gonna be finishing off chapter 3 of The Wizard's First Rule. I'm starting right where I left off from the last video. The two turned and melted into the crowd entering the house, moving through the entry across white marble floors to the elegant central meeting hall. Marble walls and columns glowed with a cold, eerie cast where the sunlight streaming in from above touched them. Richard had always preferred the warmth of wood, but Michael had maintained that anyone could go out and make what they wanted from wood, but if you wanted marble, you had to hire a lot of people who lived in wood houses to do the work for you. Richard remembered a time before their mother died when he and Michael played in the dirt, building houses and forts with sticks. Michael had helped him then. He wanted so much for Michael to help him now. People Richard recognized greeted him, getting only a wooden smile or quick handshake. Since Caitlin was from a strange land, Richard was a little surprised to see how comfortable she was around all the important people. It had already occurred to him that she too must be someone important. Gangs of assassins didn't hunt down unimportant people. Richard found it difficult to smile at everyone. If the rumors about things coming out of the Boundary were true, then all of the Westland was in danger. Country people in the outlying areas of the Heartland were already terrified to go out at night and had recounted stories to them of people being found partly eaten. He had told them it was just that they had died of some natural cause, and wild animals had found the bodies. Happened all the time. They said it was beasts from the sky. He had passed it off as superstitious nonsense. Until now, even with all the people around, Richard felt overwhelmingly lonely. He was confused and didn't know what to do about it. He didn't know who to turn to. Caitlin was the only one who made him feel better. But at the same time, she frightened him. The encounter on the cliff frightened him. He wanted to take her and leave. Zed might know what to do. He used to live in the Midlands before the Boundary, though he would never talk about it. And then there was the unsettling feeling he had that all of this had something to do with his father's death, and his father's death had something to do with his own secrets, the secrets his father had placed upon him and him alone. Caitlin laid a hand on his arm. "Richard, I'm sorry I didn't know about your father. I'm sorry." With the frightening events of the day, he had almost forgotten about it until Chase had brought it up, almost. He gave a little shrug. "Thanks." He waited a moment as a woman in a blue silk dress with ruffles of white lace at the neck, cuffs, and down the front walked past. He looked down at the floor as she moved by so he wouldn't have to return her smile if she gave him one. It was 3 weeks ago. He told Caitlin a little of what happened. She listened sympathetically. "I'm sorry, Richard. Perhaps you would rather be alone." He forced himself to smile. "No, it's all right. I've been alone enough. It helps to have a friend to talk to." She gave him a small smile and a nod, and they moved on through the crowd. Richard wondered where Michael was. It seemed odd that he wasn't out yet. Even though he had lost his appetite, he knew Caitlin hadn't eaten in 2 days. With all the tempting food around, he decided she must have remarkable self-control. The delicious smells were starting to change his mind about his appetite. He leaned closer to her. "Hungry?" "Very." fish, chicken, turkey, mounds of raw vegetables sliced into strips. Big turns of cabbage and sausage soup and onion soup and spice soup. Platters of breads, cheeses, fruits, pies, and cakes, and casks of wine. Ale. And ale. Servants were constantly coming and going to keep the platters full. Galen scrutinized them. Some of the serving girls have long hair. That is allowed. Richard looked around and a little bewildered. Yes, anyone can have any hair they want. Look. He held his arm close to his chest and pointed as he leaned toward her. Those women over there are counselors. Some have short hair, some have long, whatever they want. He looked at her out of the corner of his eye. Do people tell you to cut your hair? She lifted an eyebrow to him. No one has ever asked me to cut my hair. It is simply that where I come from, the length of a woman's hair has a certain social significance. Does that mean you are someone of considerable standing? He took the edge of the question with a playful smile. Seeing as how you have such long, beautiful hair, I mean. She gave him back a small smile devoid of joy. Some think so. I could only expect that after this morning the thought had entered your mind. We all can be only what we are, nothing more or less. Well, if I ask anything a friend shouldn't, just kick me. Her smile brightened into the same tight-lipped one she had given him before, the smile of sharing. It made him grin. He turned to the food and found one of his favorites, small ribs with a spice sauce. Put a few on a small white plate and handed it to her. Try these first, they're my most treasured. Galen held the dish at arm's length, eyeing it suspiciously. What creature's meat is this? It's pork, he said, a little surprised. You know, from a pig. Try it, it's the best thing here, I promise. She relaxed, brought the plate close, and ate the meat. He ate half a dozen himself, savoring every bite. He put some sausages on their plate. Here, have some of these too. Her suspicion flared anew. What are they made of? Pork and beef and some spices. I don't know what kinds. Why? There's some kinds of things you don't eat. Some kinds, she said, non-committally, before eating a sausage. May I have some spice soup, please? He ladled the soup into a fine white bowl with a gold rim and traded it for her plate. She took the bowl in both hands and tried it. A smile came to her face. It's good, just like I make. I don't think our two homelands are as different as you fear. As she drank the remainder of the soup, Richard, feeling better about what she said, picked up a thick slice of bread, put strips of chicken meat on it, and when she finished the soup, exchanged the bread for her bowl. She took the bread with chicken and started moving to the side of the room while she ate. He set the soup bowl down and followed behind, shaking an occasional hand. Their owners cast a critical eye at the way he was dressed. When she reached a deserted spot near a column, she turned to face him. Please get me a piece of cheese. Sure, what kind? She scanned the throng. Any kind. Richard worked his way back through the crowd to the food table and picked up 2 pieces of cheese, eating one along his way. Back to Galen. She took the cheese when he handed it to her, but instead of eating it, she let her arm slip to her side and let the cheese fall to the floor, as if she had forgotten she was holding it. Wrong kind. Her tone was distant. I hate cheese. She was staring past him to a spot across the room. Richard frowned. Then why did you ask for it? There was a hint of irritation in his voice. she said, her eyes returning to his. "There are 2 men behind you across the room. They have been watching us. I wanted to know if it was me or you they were watching. When I sent you for the food, they watched you go and come back. They paid no attention to me. It is you they are watching." Richard put his hands on her shoulders and turned her to see for himself. He scanned over the heads of the crowd to the far side of the room. "They're just 2 of Michael's aides. They know me. They're probably wondering where I've been and why I look such a mess." He looked into her eyes and spoke softly so that no one would hear. "It's all right, Caitlin. Relax. Those men from this morning are dead. You're safe now." She shook her head. "More will follow. I should not be with you. I do not want to endanger your life any more than I already have. You are my friend. There is no way another quad could track you now, not once you have come here to Heartland. It's impossible." He knew enough about tracking to feel confident that he was telling her the truth. I think I'm going to end the video here for now because I think that I won't have a lot of quiet time left, and I still have about 5 more pages to go. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to be making another video tonight when I can get more quiet time. Maybe I'll finish off the chapter. And I'm working on setting up a donation link on my channel. I know I don't have a lot of subscribers or anything right now, and hopefully I'll get more soon, but I'm just gonna put it there for if anybody would like to donate to the channel, and if you have like requests on games and stuff like that, because I know some people like to see certain games and certain sounds, maybe even certain books. All donations will be used to help the channel and requests and stuff like that. And it would be really appreciated, just like if you subscribe, share the videos, hit the like button, leave comments, all that stuff I really appreciate. And yeah, donations, I'm not going to be asking for them or anything. I'll just let you know when I have the link up. Just if you're interested, it would be, I would appreciate it. I'm not going to be, telling people, please donate all the time or anything like that. It's just going to be there for anybody who would like to. That's all. I was also thinking about some other things, like setting up maybe a Twitch channel for playing games, and just having an ASMR Twitch channel. Maybe not right now, maybe not for a while. It was just an idea I had. Like, if you like video games and you like ASMR, I could play games and be talking like this live while I'm playing the game and stuff. I don't know, I just thought could be kind of a cool idea to have like a live ASMR type thing. I don't know, maybe we could try it sometime once I get like enough following and people interested in the channel. Maybe then I'd have enough people to come and watch the Twitch channel. I think if there's a way to like set the Twitch channel to private or something, and then just give out the key code or something to like my YouTube subscribers or something, or maybe put it in a video. That way, we don't have a lot of, random people coming in and wondering like, what the hell, why is this guy whispering while he's playing games? That's fucking weird. There's so many trolls. if you think like that's something you'd be interested in, let me know in the comments. Alright, that's all. I'll have I'll have the rest of the chapter out soon, hopefully tonight. Peace.